Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another 20th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars video here for you. This is the top 10 remakes of 1999 figures. Before I go ahead and get into the list, I wanted to go ahead and say that these are obviously my opinions, so if you guys feel differently, go ahead and comment below with what you think your top 10 list would be, or some changes you would make to my list. Also, I am using the Ultimate LEGO Star Wars Characters, Creatures, Locations, Vehicles, and Equipment book that was published in 2017. With all that out of the way, I'd like to go ahead and go to number 10. Here we have Anakin Skywalker from set number 7131, Anakin's Pod Racer, and the remake is from set number 7660, the Naboo N1 Starfighter from 2007. The reason I like this 2007 remake is because of the really big eyes that LEGO decided to put on the face, as well as the changed skin tone from yellow to the Caucasian flesh color, and the addition of the short legs really added to the character, because it's really hard to convey a child in LEGO if everyone is the same height. So with the inclusion of the short legs, this remake is done really well. Next up we have Luke Skywalker from the set number 7110, the Landspeeder, and the remake comes from also another Landspeeder set that came out in 2017, set number 75173. The reason I really like this remake is because of all of the updates, including the updated printing, the updated skin tone change, the updated hairpiece, and the updated printing to the face. The reason I really like this face as opposed to some of the other remakes is because I feel like it really captures Luke's character in the face without getting into too much detail. I really like the way that LEGO has their specific style, and when they try to get too detailed to match an actor or something like that, sometimes it can look a little weird. For example, the 2014 Luke Skywalker remake that we got in the Mos Eisley Cantina. But with this 2017 remake, I think LEGO did a really good job overall. Next up, we have Jar Jar Binks from the Naboo Swamp set, set number 7161, and the remake comes from 2012's Gungan Sub, set number 9499. The reason I really like this remake is because they mainly kept the head mold, which if you watch my last video, you'll know I really liked the head mold that they gave to Jar Jar, and they basically kept it and just added printing. The only change to the head mold is that instead of putting indents in the eyes, they just put prints on the eyes, which I think looks a lot better. Overall, this figure is a huge step up from what it used to be. It is not all one color, it's not all monochromatic, and you get some back printing as well. In addition, the new created Gungan weapons I think add a lot to this character, especially that shield piece, and overall this figure is just a really big step up from what it used to be. At number 7 we have Padme Amidala, or Padme Nibirie depending on who you ask. She is from set number 7131, Anakin's Pod Racer, and the remake comes from the Sith Infiltrator from 2011, set number 7961. I think that this remake is exactly what it needs to be, where it is not too much of a departure from the original, but I think that it adds all the right details and has all the right updates, such as the change in skin tone, the addition of a rear face so Padme can change her expression a little bit, and I think LEGO did a good job by keeping the original hairpiece and just updating the brown color, because I think that this hairpiece captures what it's supposed to very well. Overall, a very good upgrade from the original. At number 6 we have R2-D2. He came out in a multitude of sets in 1999. This one specifically is from the X-Wing set, set number 7140. The remake is from 2017's Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, set number 75168. I think that this remake is actually very good, and I feel like this is what the Astromechs should have been from the beginning, because the printing is not super detailed, but I think it's good enough. The one thing I do have a complaint about with this upgrade is that there is still no back printing on these astromech droids. I don't understand why there isn't, and I don't know if we'll ever get it, but I'm holding out hope that we do. Overall, I think that this figure is a very nice upgrade from the original, and that is why I decided to put it at number 6 on this list. Next up, we have Qui-Gon Jinn from the Lightsaber Duel, set number 7101, and the remake comes from the 2017 set Duel on Naboo, set number 75169. This remake adds leg printing, which I think looks fantastic. It gives the character a more true look, so he can have his brown legs but also have his long tunic. The upgrade to the face print and the skin tone I think is really good. The little bit of gray you can see in his beard adds a lot of detail, and then the wrinkles that you can see on his face show that he's been through a little bit of action. I'm glad that LEGO decided to keep his original hairpiece and just update the color of brown, because I think that it matches perfectly for the character, and I don't think that there's anything that they could do better. At number 4 we have Ben Kenobi from the Landspeeder set number 7110, and the remake comes from the 2017 Luke's Landspeeder set number 75173. I really love this remake because it's the first time where we see a Jedi's robe being completely printed instead of giving him a cape and a hood. I really like the way that it looks on this figure, and it reminds me of the Han Solo in his trench coat from Endor, because it's a very similar concept. The only complaint I might have would be that the hairpiece is still the same, and it doesn't particularly match what the character looks like in the movie, but I think everything else is done very well. At number 3 we have the Scout Trooper from the Speeder Bike set number 7128, and the remake comes from the Ewok Village, set number 10236. This remake is so good that I think that we will probably stay with this Scout Trooper for a very long time. I think that LEGO did a super good job on the first one, and this is just taking it a step up in the right direction. With the leg printing and the back printing, I think that overall this Scout Trooper is very good. If you remove the helmet, you'll see that he's got one of those head covers and he has a face printed on it. I think that it looks really good, although I don't see the benefit, so I understand why they switched back to the all black head. Overall, this is a super solid addition to the updated figures, and I'm glad that LEGO decided to update it. At number 2 we have Darth Vader, who also came out in a bunch of sets in 1999. This one specifically is from the TIE Fighter and Y-Wing set number 7150. The remake is from the 2014 Imperial Star Destroyer 75055, and I think that this is the best Darth Vader that we have gotten since the original Darth Vader. I think that the head printing that you see beneath the helmet is absolutely perfect, and I think it's the best one we've gotten. In addition, I really love the torso and leg printing. I think it matches perfectly, and I'm glad that LEGO has decided to stick with this design because I think it is done very well. Like I said in my previous video, I do really prefer this helmet design as opposed to the new one where you're able to remove the top half from the bottom half. So for all those reasons, that is why I think that this figure deserves number 2 on this list. And in first place, we have Sebulba from set number 7171 Mos Espa's Pod Race. Unfortunately, I don't physically have the original figure, but the original figure is kind of atrocious, and that is why the remake from 2011, Anakin and Sebulba's Pod Racers, gets the number 1 spot, and that set is set number 7962. Overall, the upgrades are just astronomical. There is printing, there is better molding, the arms are actually posable, and just overall, this is a completely different transformed figure. I think LEGO did such a good job with this figure, I don't think that they should change it, because it just works perfectly. That is why I believe that this figure deserves the number 1 spot on the top 10 list of minifigure remakes from 1999. Like I said at the beginning, if you guys agree or disagree with my list, go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know what you would change. And like I always say, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with more uploads.